Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some U18 regular group play action. My name's Graf. I'm joined with Coach DK. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful night for some Call of Duty. I was sad. I swear, every time I come to cast U18, at least one team that's dodging. The first match or the second match. So I'm excited we're going to at least get one in. I know it's always kind of chaotic. Trying to get one on stream. I'm excited, though. I know this last cup kind of shook some stuff up. Some teams placing a little higher than maybe we were expecting. Some teams not participating. I'm really just excited to get into a match. I know we got a banger here coming up in just a second. So I think it's going to be a great night for some U18 action.
Yeah. Galaxy KAOS. I mean, it's a pretty classic matchup for U18. I mean, these teams have played against each other so often, but I think these were two of the teams that had weaker showings than I think they were really hoping for at the last cup. So I'm excited to see, if they are feeling hungry for it as we, I mean, there's still a lot of the same. The new blood has been strong this year, so I think a lot of teams are still looking to prove they've got that jump in their step. But taking a look at the maps, Skyline Hardpoint, Hacienda Search and Destroy, Hacienda Control, Vault Hardpoint, and Red Card S&D will be the lineup for tonight. I gotta say, this is something we've seen a lot more in the recent cups, a lot more Hacienda on the board.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's mirrored across about every level of COD. Seems to be a map that the competitive side has really enjoyed. We're going to be going here in just a second. I think especially when you look at maps like Skyline and Vault, I think plays into a lot of what a lot of players nowadays like to kind of play, which is just extremely fast and aggressive. As you see, we're going into Skyline. It's a bang out map. This is going to be one where these players are getting active on the map. I expect to see some big numbers out of a couple of different players here. We'll see in just a second who's playing again. You never know if there's a sub or anything or new team. So we'll see in just a second who's actually on the roster here for these teams. But going to be exciting here. Skyline, always an absolute blast to watch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Skyline and Vault, at least as hardpoint maps, are the two that you're going to have a show one way or another. But I'm especially interested in Posse Control. I mean, we saw it as more or less one of the preferred control maps in the most recent cup. It was either that or a lot of protocol. So definitely surprising to see it sort of become that dominant force in, the map set. As getting kicked off here on hardpoint, it's going to be a little bit of an awkward first fight. Galaxy able to find a first couple gunfight wins, get a couple of points on the board. But I mean, the whole thing with this P1 is always not about the P1. It's the P2 spawns. And so far, Galaxy got those under lock, but Royal in position to make something happen here. Does get a couple. That could flip the spawns as well. Depends on if Markel is able to find this one, is able to get that kill on to Royal. So for now, they stay in the hands of KAOS, but Galaxy, good fight wins out of the gate here.
Yeah, good wins here out of the side of Galaxy. I like what I'm seeing. Just as I say that, though, Markel, Blue Gatorade, find 2 apiece. That's going to be 4 in the feed for the side of Galaxy. Now this is suddenly a really tough spot to be in. These next fights are going to be huge. They need to win a couple of these on this rotation. Otherwise, it's going to be an early 20 to 30 seconds here for the side of Galaxy. They're finding all the kills here. I believe that's 5 or 6 straight in the feed. There's Royal, though, in the feed, finally able to get something going for the side of Galaxy. Will it amount to anything, though? No, it's Suni shutting it down with a triple there. Beautiful plays out of him. Just shutting it down from the point, around the point, really doing everything he needs to do to help his team out. Blue Gatorade, though, on a force spree, jumps out, gonna get killed. Suni and Markel still there, back and forth it goes. The point still open, and it's Suni able to clutch up there. He is on 4, Blue Gatorade on 6. Really a great start.
Gatorade.
This is a great start.
Though, I mean, you're in a fantastic spot right now if you're KAOS. This hill hold, it was a huge step for the confidence, just even in this map and the whole series, if they're able to bring this one home. But a couple of good fight wins from Galaxy towards the P3. They stopped the early rotation from KAOS. It'll just be grabbing the scrap. Royal in position to make something happen here, though. He's going to have to find at least one from this position. He could get in trouble quick. Will find one and does get both there. So a good play from Royal. Will maintain this P3 control for now, and they do have P4 spawns. So Galaxy, it's looking up for them, but they've got to keep their foot on the gas here.
Definitely. I think Galaxy, you've got to give Royal some help here. He's 9-7, currently doing a lot of the work here for the side of Galaxy. You've got to get some kills going for him. Otherwise, on the other side, KAOS, everyone contributing. You got 6, 7, 8, and 9 across the board. Blue Gatorade does get 9 kills. I believe he might have secured a streak out of that. Not entirely
Yeah.
sure yet.
No,
He did
he
have a lot of
definitely
hill
has
time,
one.
so I think he has one. That's going to be huge. You look at this rotation. Doom 6 is back here. He needs to win this gunfight here up on towards the top. Blue Gatorade on the route, finds one, looking for another good win there out of Royal, though. And they're going to hold the spawn. So this has to be the point where they come back. This could be a full 60 hill. They need to lock down this bathroom.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. A little bit of time still to go before it's really breaking out, but Suni and Royal going to trade 1-for-1, looking for more. It's all down to Logano. He gets taken down, but KAOS, they established the spawns. I mean, so quickly they got in, as now looking like almost a full 60 the other way, and that's really something you can't afford here if you're Galaxy. But the kills are all coming up KAOS right now. It's Drix in position, gets one on Markel, still looking for more up close and personal, though. Logano, I mean, an easy cleanup, and now look at how KAOS starts to expand across the map, taking so much great space, but Royal, he slipped through. He's in the back. Do they realize it? The question is, how many does he get? Gets the first one, looking for the second gunfight, can't find it, as that's all for Blue Gatorade, but even still, Galaxy, they muster together a bit of a break, but it's a little bit later than I think they would have hoped.
Dude, who is this Blue Gatorade kid? I don't think I've seen him play. This is my first time. He is slamming. I just want to say, he has a minute 41 on hill.
Oh,
That's
yeah, and
insane.
that, with
We're
that kind of KD.
through first rotation. We're not even like that is like end of the game. We would be saying that's great job playing Hill. We're not even
Yeah.
like potentially halfway through this game. Great stuff out of him. Another double for him and Markel, and they're just locking things down. This is absolutely KAOS's map. They look so comfortable here
Mhm.
on this skyline, really taking
Yeah.
control here, and they're getting huge P1 time. Really impressive stuff out of KAOS.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the recent acquisitions for this org, I mean, Logano and Blue Gatorade, they're the huge players so far in this map. I mean, by no means are Suni and Markel playing poorly, but when you have 140 hill time with 15 kills and 8 deaths by the start of the second P2, you're doing something right, and it's kind of hard to keep up with that. But KAOS, I mean, they just have this P2 ready to pop. Royal does get a couple in the back. Ascent finds one as well immediately. Galaxy put their foot down just a little bit. They still have to clear Suni out of the back and will. So look at a firm hold on this P2. Now it's going to be, can KAOS break again?
Yeah, the rotations have been good from the side of Galaxy. They definitely look like they know what they need to do. It's just coming down to the gunfights. You look at it, Royal currently the only one positive. The others currently struggling a little bit. He's going to need some help. He's going to find one there, gets traded by Suni, and that's the point for KAOS. I think on the side of Galaxy, they look exactly like they know what they want to do. They know what they're doing on the map. You just can't win your ones,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And this kind of map, can't win your ones. It's going to be bad. It's not going their way. We'll see if they can get back into this. Down 130 points here, heading back to P number 3. They're going to have to hold this P3 into P4 perfectly. Otherwise, this is going to be a very early and a potential 100-point club. Don't want to say it too early as there's
Yeah,
still 40 seconds to victory, but we'll see.
it's gonna be rough. I mean, KAOS, they have full control over the P3 right now, and they're looking to keep it. Ascent able to find one, still needs way more than that, and the timing is just not there. I mean, thankfully, Galaxy, they've got the P4 spawns, but I mean, we may not even need a P4 at this point. So it's going to be tough. They're going to have to find this break and soon. 20 points between KAOS and Victory, and they are just wiping out Galaxy. It's all down to Royal. You've been the one to stand firm. You're the only one positive. It's going to have to be more than the one, but it can't be. It is traded out a little bit from Ascent and the rest of his teammates, so they will get the hill for now, but 10 seconds away is KAOS, and they have P4 spawns. This one might already be over.
Yeah, they're gonna fly at this point because why not? You're up so much you can. Suni gets a double there. Markel with another. That should be game. That is going to be game. 250 to 76 domination. KAOS is here to compete, like you said. New acquisitions in Logano and Blue Gatorade, and man, did they show out. I'm a little bit scared for this Galaxy team in terms of just what this KAOS team looks like. Man, what a showing out of them. I know we shouted Blue Gatorade and Logano, but Suni 28 and 11. Markel also had a great game. He was picking up multiple. I think he was on a 5-3 there at the end. So great stuff out of them. Just across the board, that's just slaying for the of Chaos. That's just domination map one. That's a
Yeah.
textbook.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like we said, it's going to be high numbers. It's going to be entertaining no matter how you slice it. But, I mean, that was a little bit more intense than even I was expecting. And, I mean, to be fair, I came into this series expecting KAOS to, you know, be the better team. But that was very, very disparate from what we've seen in the past in this matchup. And I think it does boil down to those, you know, recent acquisitions. I mean, especially Logano was an absurd force. I mean, especially in the recent cups, has been a player that's, you know, been in a great spot performance-wise. So, I mean, more than happy is KAOS. But now looking at the rest of the series, I mean, you're going to a couple haciendas. That's a good chance for Galaxy to potentially try to outthink KAOS. But at the end of the day, you got to win your fights.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to boil down to. I think you look at the one constant multi-kills, and that's just not going to help. We're going to head to a Hasi. There's going to be a lot of one-on-one engagements. A couple of times you might see a squad hit. Likely, though, you're going to see quite a few one-on-ones, especially up into this top area. We're going to have to win some lane, like some range fights. I don't like that for Galaxy, but at the same time, like you said, Search, a whole different mode. You're going to be able to maybe outthink kind of a little bit of the mental game. So it's possible. You never know. Some teams might even struggle, especially with it being a newer team. You might see some struggles. My favorite number 44, Markel on the map. Love that Codcaster is like somewhat fixed, but not fully. With that in mind,
Oh, it'll never
KAOS.
be fully fixed.
Oh, never. It's going to be an A hit here. I love this. 2-2 split. Markel does get picked off, though, off the rip. Good job by Ascent, able to get the pick and back up. Suni, though, with the refrag. Doomstick's going to get caught out, and it's a quick 3 versus 3. Bomb is going down already. Nobody checking it. This is going to be a 3v3 post plant.
Yeah, this is a tough fight, Drix. Oh, it felt like you had to win that one now. 2v3 retake. Royal to find the first one there. Looking for more Ascent, and it flips it in the blink of an eye. And now it's all down to Markel. Not a great first engagement to find, especially when you're down numbers, but the clock on his side. 27 seconds left. He needs to get a check-in soon, and that means they got to go forwards right into the arms of Ascent. And that'll be Galaxy grabbing the first round here on Search.
Yeah, that was a huge retake. It was a 3 versus 3, a big triple kill there by Ascent. He's able to get 3 on the round. And for the side of KAOS, just really, they went for a lot of individual gunfights. I think that's what we expected. You're going to be flying high after 100-point clubs. So I think that's what we got there. They were swinging out. They were going after it. So I respect it, but maybe a little bit more coordinated on the trades. You saw Ascent get a double and then follows up, gets a third. He's looking hot here on the S&D. So Galaxy now going to be on the attacking side. We'll see what they can do here. Looks like they might be working towards another A hit of their own. We saw this from the side of KAOS last round. Gonna be a big fight up top. Ascent, early shots, gonna get him tagged up. Logano looking for the follow-up, but 3 players there. He's got to be careful here not to swing out by himself. Otherwise, he's gonna get traded. Blue Gatorade, though, with him. Gonna find 2 of his own with the pistol. It is now a 4 versus 2 nightmare scenario for Galaxy.
Yeah, Logano grabs 2, and I mean, this Ascent, you've got a lot to do, my friend, and already, I mean, yeah, that was just never happening as KAOS. They claw back immediately. I mean, the 2 from Logano near the start of that round really just wins it in its own. I mean, 2 untreated that early is, I mean, it's a death sentence.
Yeah, definitely. They have to figure out something there with just not giving up 2 free ones. Especially where those kills were. Those were up through middle and top. You kind of just need to get at least that trade onto him. Unfortunately, though, they're not able to. And Galaxy, tough first offense. The defense looked great. Ascent hot here to start. 4-1 he's going to have. The car in his back pocket. Probably won't use it for a while until we get later in this game. At least 1-1 here, though. He's going to look for some early engagements here up top. But it's Blue Gatorade again, finding the first kill. But here, at least a trade. Give him 2. It's G-Drix with 2 of his own. Soon he does take down Ascent there across the map. G-Drix looking for another here. And it's going to be a 2v2. Bomb should get down here towards the A site. Should be a free planting C. Galaxy disengaging, still working towards the B site. I'd really like to see Galaxy potentially working this a little bit closer together. There it is. They're going to group up through office. I need to see them pick one of these guys off. Try not to take this straight 2v2, especially with how hot Blue Gatorade has been in this year. Suni also has a gunny. Markel, though, picks one off. Oh my gosh, this is so messed up on Codcaster. Markel,
Yeah, it's bad.
Suni got the kill. Okay, Suni does get the kill. Gdrix gonna find the retrade. Oh, Suni didn't see him there, so Gdrix does get out. He was extremely low. Unfortunately, though, time not on the side of Gdrix. He's gonna have to hop, looking for the check. Suni needs to check this here. He should have the timing. Should be a free kill, and there it is. Pistols to the head, and it is gonna be KAOS up 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, a much better offensive round out of KAOS. A little bit shakier at the end that I would have liked, but, I mean, it was more or less in confirmation with how little time was on the clock. But, you know, KAOS, still not the cleanest attack round, but, I mean, anything that puts a point on the board is something they'll take at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Again, that was Suni with the clutch there. I know Codcaster said Markel. Or Marcel, how do you guys? It's Markel, right? I think
Markel, yeah.
Markel. Markel able to not be the one who clutches it. That was Suni. He's up to 3-1 here on a 3-3, looking for a car of his own here. It's going to be a straight B hit. He's going to be on an island. Believe that is Suni here. He's going to have to play his life. They're going to get a B plant for free. No one here to check. Should be a free B plant ascent. Going to watch the flank here, but the hit is actually going to come through.
It's the feet. Markel finds the feet of the planter. A little bit of a lack of discipline in the plant spot really punishes Galaxy, as now numbers advantage and they're all sequestered into 2 feet of space. The trades come through and it's all down to a set. Has to do it all himself, but can't even get started. What is that?
And he's got to cool off there. You see Suni jumping in the water there end of that round. He's going to take a little cool off. Again, I don't know why it's doing it, but this is Suni. Or should be, at least in the scoreboard it says Suni. When it goes to the replay, it says Markel. I guess we'll never know. Taking our best guess. Whichever one is a Seattle Surge fan is going to be the one that is. So we'll find out later for sure who that is. I believe that is Suni with the clutch there. He's on 6 here. Starting to look towards potentially some missiles. Could be huge for the side of KAOS. 3-1. Maybe not even going to need it, though. We'll see. Still plenty of time. Doom 6 is on Donut Watch.
Yeah, I mean, missiles on Hacienda are absurdly potent on the retake. I mean, it's unreal how strong they are with both sites being outside, and there's not a lot of options, especially to hold from in the upstairs. Blue Gatorade, though, good pickup on a Doom 6. That will still leave it in a 2v2, and it's Suni still alive and kicking. If he finds both of these, could be a Hellfire on board. But I'm not a fan of Galaxy spreading out here.
Yeah, they got to group up and take this 2v2. I get what they're playing for. They're playing for the info, but right here, Ascent, exactly. He's going to get isolated. And Royal, what are you going to do? You're on the other side of the map. Now 1v2, I think perfectly set it. I don't like that setup at all. Fortunately, just isolates one player. Now Royal 1v2 taking on Suni, who's on 6 here, by the way. Going to be a tough gunfight to win. Also, Logano 5-3. It's not going to be easy. He does signal one out. Takes down Markel, a.k.a. Suni. And Logano, no trade yet. Royal dancing here with Dead 35 HP.
It's going to come down to time. Logano playing it a little too passive.
Oh.
Royal. There's a nice little 1v2 to get the blood pumping. Galaxy, they'll pull within 1.
That was huge. That is a huge 1v2 clutch, and that is a fumble from KAOS. You have to get that trade right there. I know you didn't know where he was coming from, but you have to just kind of put the pressure on them. When you have them that low, you have them down to 35 HP. I hate to say it, but you got to put some pressure on them. Cannot let him regen. Cannot let a guy like Royal get 2 1s. He is hot here. He was great on the Skyline, too. He was the lifeblood of Galaxy, even getting the 70 points they did. He was definitely a big part of that. Still here, 3-2 advantage for KAOS. Galaxy back on the attack. They've had some solid attacking rounds where they've had some chances to win rounds. If they can capitalize here, Royal going to have a 3-streak heading into this one. I'd be kind of surprised if they don't maybe invest a car here soon in the next couple of rounds, especially in like a post-plant situation. They could use it to play forward some info. Not going to matter, though, if it's a 4v4. Doom 6 looking for the flanker. Not going to find one. Ascent, though, does find blue Gatorade, and this is great stuff. Doom 6 on the board here. Thank you. Like we've talked about it before. Once you get that first one, that's when the blood gets flowing. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 Galaxy man advantage.
Yeah, bomb plant now coming through, and again, KAOS. This time you're from behind, but the timing found in this barely a pixel. Markel able to find the planter, and that drops the bomb. That causes even a lot more time to be expended, and second thoughts to be had. Ascent will get taken down, and now it's Drix, the one to try to put this back together. This was a 4v2, when now Galaxy, they're the ones favored in this round.
Yeah, Suni turning that round on its head. Markel, I believe that's the second time we've seen him just rip a bomb planter off, so he has had some beautiful timings. What a gunfight by Drix. Got a swing. Oh, Drix is just ego challenging. Oh,
what is that from Drix?
What?
He just said, fine, I'll do it myself.
What? I gotta see this last gunfight. How does he win this? Oh my gosh, what a slide. He was a bullet in slides, hits the shots. That's 2 straight 2v1s that KAOS has just thrown away.
Yeah. I mean, it looked in that round to be, I mean, who can throw this hardest? It was a 4v2, then a 2v1, and then somehow Galaxy still ends up on top. But now, a chance again to try to set the pace here. KAOS, what can you find on an attack round? Galaxy, they've got a great spread to receive this hit. Still looking for more. Doom 6, though, the first to fall, and it's all crumbled. As Galaxy, going to be a 1v4 in the blink of an eye. Royal able to grab one. He's been hot. But this is even asking for a little much.
Yeah,
oh, there's a second. Hold on.
Be likely. Yeah, hold up. I was just about to say this shouldn't happen, but we'll see. They're isolated here. They're giving him 2-1s. If he can find him, they're giving him 2-1s here.
Especially Markel really far away. Will have a great play. Oh, what a fight win. What? Suni, you've got to find that. Surely. Oh my god, he's able to regen, and he's
Pros
on.
Don't fake.
Suni.
Pros don't fake.
Tony.
Pros
you gotta
don't
do
fake.
something. He's behind the box. He can't find him.
Oh, did he get it?
Oh my god. Galaxy won.
Got it. Oh,
no way.
No way. That can't happen. That cannot happen.
That is unreal.
That just can't happen. You can't throw away. That is 3 2v1s. And that was not just a 2v1. That was, what was that, 4v1, I think?
It was a 4v1.
Yeah, that can't happen. That cannot happen. That is a breakdown and a half. 4-3 now, Galaxy.
Wow.
I mentioned it, early growing pains of new teams. When you switch teams this much, Search is going to be one that hurts. It's showing here. 4-3.
Yeah.
Galaxy.
Aggressively, Royal will hunt
Oh.
down Markel. I mean, if you saw it on the mini-map, just hunts him down halfway across the map, and it does not matter. Blue Gatorade tries to find one, does get it. Ascent accidentally going to team kill Royal. That gives Logano a little bit of chance to work with here. Now down to the 1v1. This got close very quickly. This shouldn't have been close. Galaxy now with an opportunity to right their wrongs once more. Ascent has a bit of a timing here on Logano. Not sure if they know the bomb's down out near A, but Ascent timing works out for him a little bit here. Logano is holding for it, but Ascent thinks twice. It's all about the timing in the 1v1, and right now, Galaxy, the one coming out on top.
Yeah, Logano's been in a 1v1 before. He did lose it. We'll see if he can play it a little bit better this time. I think he spotted Ascent. I don't know if Ascent spotted him, though. He did. Okay, both players know where they are. Oh, no. This is oh, no. This can't happen.
Remember what we were saying about winning fights. I mean, Galaxy's winning some huge fights in the 1v1. Ascent, I mean, great patience to bait out Logano there, just baiting that B rotate after grabbing bomb. But, I mean, Logano, you can't afford to let the bomb get picked up in that situation. I mean, you have a death hold on the round. You just let it slip through your fingers. Now, Galaxy, they're the ones on map point. After a trouncing on hardpoint, they've got a chance to steal one.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is just unfortunate circumstances. You see, the kills honestly are about even. There's a 1 difference in kills in the feed. You look at the total kills, it's 1 in favor of the side of actually KAOS. They have more kills. I just looked at that. They actually have more kills now. Wow. KAOS more kills, down 3-5, 3v3, make it a 2v3 now. Gdrix Doom able to find a kill. There's Blue Gatorade for the equalizer, but he does get traded 1v2. It is all on. Sorry, that was not Blue Gatorade. Blue Gatorade is going to be the one left up 1v2 with the bomb down. He just needs to play the time. Gdrix, Ascent, trying to clutch up. There's one. It's soon. Oh my gosh, the names are killing me. Blue Gatorade finds one, looking for the other, spots him, slides, gets it. Big clutch. They are out of Blue Gatorade. KAOS staying alive.
Yeah, just by the hair of their chin, KAOS. They're still alive and kicking in this map. Blue Gatorade, a great clutch up right at the end. That last chow, so gutsy. I mean, just proning there in the corner essentially guarantees you the round, but that's just how much confidence this KAOS team has. I mean, it's been a little misplaced in a couple areas this map, but in the end, they still find that big fight. Still trailing by 1, though, but with a chance to send us now to a round 11.
Now, the crazy part is KAOS has 2 more kills and they're still losing. That's like, that doesn't normally happen a lot on Search. Usually it's whoever has more kills. Unfortunately, though, KAOS has thrown a couple of rounds away. Gdrix able to get the early blood there onto Markel. Actually, that's going to be Suni, sorry. Again, it's so confusing. You get it in the kill feed and it's not who's actually killed. KAOS, 3v4 here on the defensive side. Galaxy in the driver's seat to take this map number 2. There's the swing out. It's Gdrix finding the timing on to Suni. And it is all down now. Logano against the world. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, I love the way Galaxy are playing a 1vx. I mean, this is much more disciplined than what we saw before from KAOS. Logano has to worry about getting hunted down by this RCXD. Will be spotted out, and I mean, I love the patience here from Galaxy. They're not going to let anything go through their fingers. They still leave 2 up front, send 1 for the long wrap. And, I mean, yeah, that's just it. That's how you play 1vx. Galaxy will find map number 2 on Hacienda Search and Destroy. And, I mean, does it feel like Galaxy won or KAOS lost?
I think KAOS lost. I think in that situation, I mean, that was 3 2v1s we just threw away. Like, that just can't happen. I know it's a new team, all that, but it just can't happen. The kills basically even. You see 11 and 7 out of Ascent in the lobby. But genuinely, like, that wasn't even that far off. The kills were maybe 1 or 2 difference. Yeah. And it's a 2-round difference. It came down to just the clutch moments. No ice on the side of KAOS. It's going to cost them the search. Now we're heading back to a respawn. They can get the juices flowing, get the dope in. It's going to be a pretty easy respawn. 2 straight respawns here. But if it goes to a game 5, I'm sweating bullets if I'm the side of KAOS. Galaxy looks phenomenal on search, but respawn's not quite so much.
I will say the upside here, if you are Galaxy, I mean, you're heading back to hospital. You did just have a good amount of success on. I mean, it'll be tough in the later maps, but I mean, if Galaxy's able to grab this one, I mean, anything is possible because then when you're guaranteed a map 5, that's not something that KAOS want, and they're going to be on the offense first. They're going to have to set the tempo, and it's Hacienda for a good reason. This map is so good from a complexity standpoint. It's going to be a fast hit towards B early here. Not much response just yet. 1 down, but a great play from Doom6. Suni, though, going to grab the trades immediately. Apologies, Blue Gatorade, because Codcaster is the one to find those. Still looking for more towards the spawns. Looking to spawn trap these players. Will get picked up there by Ascent. The rest of his team, in the meantime, will hop onto this B side.
Yeah, isn't that your favorite player, Suni, aka Blue Gatorade? Like, my absolute favorite player to cast. This is the best part about Codcaster. They break one thing, they fix one thing, then they break another. He is going to be under attack here. Doom6 trying to hold out. He's going to get killed. It's going to be Suni, aka Blue Gatorade, on 4-1 to start here. They should have this B zone just about locked down. The kills are all in their favor. Nice nade there from Blue Gatorade to get some damage in. That should secure Doom6. One last ditch. Gonna get taken down, and there is the B zone and a 4-life advantage. This has been a great start to this control. Exactly what you need for a bounce back. if you are the side of KAOS. Galaxy hanging in here a little bit. The lives only 3 difference. A can be really hard to cap here. Not mattering, though.
Kills keep going like that. I mean, KAOS, they could just play for lives at this position. They don't even need to touch A. I mean, they'll do it to freeze the clock, if nothing else. But, I mean, they can just continue to win these fights. A couple one from Galaxy. There's a third. Okay. An opportunity to potentially try to get KAOS forced back. 4 dead does come through. I mean, there goes the cushion from KAOS, but still very much in contention. Doomsix able to grab one there. Will find Suni. Still, the trade up from Logano. Still, again and again. Galaxy, they're hanging in there. A little bit of a side hit, though. Dangerous fight to be taking. And Suni able to find Doomsix. That opens up the defense a lot. It's a lot down to Drix here. How much can he find? And it's Drix and Ascent to find all 4. Now a chance to trap for Galaxy.
Yeah, I actually don't want them to trap. I want them to just play control over mid-map. The way the gunfights have went, they play better when they're playing control over this mid-map. I want them to continue to do that. It's worked out well for them. They're going to be able to find the kills again right there. Middle of the map, they're finding all the kills. I actually, I know spawn trapping is great, but the way these gunfights have went, I actually feel very comfortable if I am the side of Galaxy, controlling mid-map, controlling the presence on A. They've done great here, down to 3 lives. Is the side of KAOS. Make it 2. Make it... Ooh, never mind. Make it 2 still. I thought you got killed there. Wins the gunfight. It's going to be Markel and Logano against 8 lives for the side of Galaxy. Only 20 seconds on the clock here. They're going to clear off that tick, because why not at this point? Logano able to find 1 here. They're going to need to find a lot more than that in the next 10 seconds if they want to stand any chance at taking this control. 1v5 doable? No.
It was close. I mean, they got the 3 there. It was almost doable, but yeah, tough one there. That's KAOS. I mean, it's weird. It was sort of almost an extended spawn trap where just maintaining control of lobby is so potent. I mean, there's a million places to hold it from, and you've kind of got to go through the area if you're KAOS to get back in the action. So Galaxy doing a fantastic job at exploiting some big gunfight wins. Is now Galaxy, they're the ones poised and in position to really get a step here on control.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the resiliency that Galaxy has shown. It's tough to lose 100-point club on the first map and just bounce back. I think talked about it. Those 2v1s really get the juices flowing, really get some dope. And for the side of KAOS, you need something to get it back the other way. That is not going to be it, though. Blue Gatorade last up, able to find 1 and at least kind of stem the flow here. Tough chow. Doom6 going to gun him down, and B is under attack here. Going to be a tough rebreak. Suni in a weird spot, going to try and contest. Slides on, gets killed. This is all Galaxy here on control.
Yeah, I think you have to stop this hit if this gunfight doesn't go your way. Suni is able to grab 2 though, so the break does come through from KAOS. Just going to cause them to bleed a little bit more lives towards this beast side at this point, because holding them off of it entirely is another beast entirely. As Galaxy, they'll find 3 in a row. That'll finish off the B side. There's the 4th. As now, they'll bear their sights down on A. Up 4 lives, but that's not quite the amount you'd want. I mean, ideally, there's no such thing as too many lives. When it comes to this A side, there's a lot of overlooks, and it's a lot of danger. 2 for 2 we go. There's a great turnaround from Suni to flip the fight KAOS's way. Now, there goes that life cushion, and there goes KAOS establishing control of lobby and locking down mid-map like we saw in the last round from Galaxy.
Yeah, this is a better lockdown from the side of KAOS. Back and forth it goes. There's a nice double again from Suni. This is just going to be tough. If you are on the side of Galaxy, you got to claw your way out. But Gdrix actually doing some spawn trapping of his own. This is just unfortunate for the side of KAOS. They're not able to get Gdrix down. There is a couple, though. They can get Gdrix. They should have complete control over the map. There it is. They're able to take control over the map now. Start to put some presence back onto the side of Galaxy. And they should be around for KAOS. Again, they are down 2 lives. It should be around that they can control the pace. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm talking too stone. They're going to need some ice.
They need a little bit of a clutch up. The stem tech stuck onto Blue Gatorade as a terrible piece of news. Down 4 lives now. I mean, again, it just comes down to the gunfight win. Second tick on the safe side already found, but this is where it turns into a shooting gallery. If you're KAOS, you need to find these gunfights. They do clear them off momentarily, but now you're still down 4 lives. You need to find a little bit more than that. Blue Gatorade finds 1, but the trade back is just too much to fight their way back from. KAOS, they continue to bleed out. And that may just do it. And on ticks as well. If we end up in round 5, Galaxy's happy with that. They go up 2-0 here on map 3.
Yeah, this is wow. I mean, this series has just like flipped on its head. Like KAOS, you rip them apart first map, you're gonna go up 1-0. You got a 100-point club. You look phenomenal. You start the search. You go up. You look phenomenal. You get in some great spots. 2v1s. Should be able to win it. They don't win the search. And now it's 2-0 Galaxy. And they're on defense here. This is going to be tough to win if you are the side of KAOS. You've got to get something going.
Yeah, this initial mid hit's going to set the tempo for the round. These early fights matter so much for positioning. And Ascent going to find 2. Still not traded. Markel able to grab a separate kill, but Ascent looking for number 3 will get it. And then soon able to grab that trade. Great second kill from Blue Gatorade. That's exactly what you want to see if you're KAOS right now, but still, it's only even on the lives. They're able to get a little bit of purchase towards this B side, but they're still needing to clear out a lot of these Galaxy members. Suni can't win the big fight, and it will be the trade out at least, as now in comes the rotation. KAOS, great progress over by B. 2 ticks down, looking for the 3rd right now, and it's just a couple gunfight wins that need to happen. It's gonna have to be Galaxy flying at the hill, but they're just throwing their lives away. As KAOS, they'll find it handedly. Now up 4 lives, looking towards this A.
Yeah, definitely. This is really a good round for Galaxy. They're up big. They're spawn trapping. This should be their round to lose. 24-13 out of Blue Gatorade is insanity. He's at what most players get in an entire game. You're in the 3rd round of what could be a very, very long control. They've got to clutch up, though. They've got to get some ice going. This is where it starts here in round number 3. The comeback is potentially on. They're up quite a few lives. Pressure down onto A. They've got the first tick just about done. There it is. They should have a tick advantage of some sort, I believe, over the side of Galaxy. We'll see if it does get to round 5. Still, Galaxy fighting. They're fighting hard. I'll tell you what, Gdrix has had some crazy kills this map.
Gdrix has been the unsung hero. I mean, that initial spawn trap in round 1 was what really started turning the tides in this series. As again, though, KAOS, they won't be denied on this round. Already up 9 lives. Gdrix trying to do something, but all by his lonesome second tick on the board. It's going to have to be a big play here from Galaxy, and it's going to have to be a long sequence of a lot of kills. And there's 2. They'll get it started at the very least. But only 9 lives left on the table. They've got to be very frugal with their fights from this position. Yeah,
they've got to get some big kills. There's one of them, though. Doom 6. Oh, my gosh. This can't happen again. This can't happen again. KAOS, please. I am begging you. Win a round. You're supposed to win, please. It is a 1 life advantage now. KAOS.
They're trapped as well.
I can't. I don't think I can mentally take another round where I feel like they should win.
Great chow there. Another good trade from KAOS. They're gaining ground, and that's all they need right now. They break out of the trap. It's all down to Doom 6 in an unexpected location. Onto the hill we go. And it's going to have to be the fights. Doom 6 able to grab 1. Needs help from his teammate. And soon as that hill is almost to completion, Blue Gatorade grabs 1 trade. Still looking for more. Gdrix finds another one. Still down in the lives, though, by 1. Gdrix tried to have something to say about it, but gets ripped off. As now down to the 2v4. We saw this before. How it does not go as anticipated. There's the first one from Doom 6.
Got to contest.
Still looking for more. The hill close to completion. Somehow it's a 1v1. Okay, KAOS.
Wait.
Playing with my heartstrings.
No. Oh, man. I can't. I can't with KAOS right now. They get in such good positions and they're not capitalizing. Like, this is just This is frustrating to watch. I can't lie. This is a little frustrating to watch. Good ice though. When you're
Yeah, clutching
1v1,
up right at the end.
oh, that is a crazy round. I'll tell you what. One of the shockers here is Suni, 13 and 23. That is not something
Yeah.
I was expecting to see here. 1-2 now. The reverse sweep potentially on. But if you are Galaxy, you just need to close this out. Take a deep breath. You're up around. Take a deep breath here. You've got to get a good break off. That is not going to be the
That's
way
a
to
good
start it.
That's a good start for KAOS, at least, as now they get a 4 dead quickly, and look at how they fly across the map. They know exactly when they want to get going, as there's another one on the board. Blue Gatorade able to grab that one. Doom6 able to find the trade there, as Logano hits the deck, but they're still in a lot of danger. Markel will get taken down. Oh, apologies. No, it's Suni, the one to fall. Markel still alive and kicking in an extended location. Should be able to grab this. Timing, no, gets ripped off of it by Royal. That's a huge fight win, as now the lives gradually flopping over to Galaxy, but they have a ton of map control to try to convert off of here.
Yeah, they should be getting some pressure here on this B zone in just a second. Royal, nice gunny there. Does get traded, though. This break could be fatal on this B zone if they can keep this up. Suni here to contest. Gets a couple of shots in. They know where he is. 31 HP. They should just swing him and kill him here. There it is. Markel finds one. Traded. B zone is just about done. Blue Gatorade, last second contest here. Finds one. Going to end up getting traded, and that B zone is gone. Like I said, Galaxy, take a deep breath. You're up around. You don't need to force this. They're going to immediately transition to A here, though, with the map presence they have. This is going to put a ton of pressure here on KAOS to do something big. And it's Markel able to do that, at least stopping the bleeding for now.
Yeah, it's still only a 1 life lead here for Galaxy, but now as it expands to 2, then 3, a little bit of dangerous territory. But Suni, apologies, no, it's Blue Gatorade, the real slayer here on this map. 35 on the board, and we're still in round 4, and we may still have a good amount of it left. 12 lives each. Going to come down to the wire once more. Markel going to give them the first advantage as Galaxy, they're on the outside looking in here. They're going to have to win some big fights to get in towards this A side. And that's a great start. Logano able to grab that one onto Royal as KAOS now up 2 lives.
Yeah, this is a great spot to be in for the side of KAOS. Once again, around they should be in control, but as I say that, now only a 1 life lead. Goes back and forth, 10-9. You can go 1 for 1, make it 10-8 now. Nice win from Ascent. I thought Blue Gatorade had that one. Ascent, though, is up to 34 kills here. Looking to close out map 3 and take the advantage in the series. 8-7 here is the score. Make it 7-7 in live. 7-6. These guys are flying down. Galaxy, 20 seconds on the clock. Gonna have to hop on. This should be KAOS's round. 7-5. 6-5 make it. Royal, tough gunfight. Gets traded. 5-4. Time is down to 10 seconds here. Galaxy gonna have to hop on to a 4-4 here. We're in an S&D round. Royal tries to sprint pass. He's gonna get gunned. He is low. Swings out. Suni, Markel with one. And it is KAOS again, icing up just barely there on the A zone.
Yeah, a really tight round at the end. I mean, KAOS, they had the clock in their favor. They know Galaxy, they've got to group up on that hill near the end. They convert off of that information, but again, KAOS, it got a lot closer than I think it really should have been, especially at a couple points. They lost some big gunfights, and now heading in to a round 5. I mean, you're the ones on offense. You're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, they were able to do it once. It came down to a 1v1, so it got dicey. They were able to ice up. Man, KAOS, I swear, they're better than this. 38 out of Blue Gatorade, and this is in a round 5. 36 out of Ascent on the other side. So the kills, both teams having some MVPs, just having pop-off maps. 3, though, for Galaxy. Markel, last one up. That's actually, sorry, that's Suni, I believe. I can never tell who's who, I swear. G-Drix with a nice kill. This is tough.
Yeah, the Codcaster's not making this one easy, but even still, G-Drix continues to be just a solid force on this Galaxy side. Gets another onto Markel. That's a huge fight win for map control purposes. Continues to stay alive and kick and gets that one onto Markel still. The rest of KAOS are able to break out just a little bit, but again, It's Drix finding a knife in the back is so much stronger than a grenade in the front, and still looking for more is KAOS. They're going to find a couple of trades towards this side, but the great last kill from Royal will maintain control here for Galaxy. They've got a huge life lead going, and on defense, they should be able to convert this one. 6 lives up now, and they're continuing to expand it. Markel able to grab one, looking for more, but again, it's Drix to clutch up in that moment to keep Galaxy's foot firmly on the gas.
Yeah, this is definitely Galaxy's round to lose now. They are up, 9 lives? Basically just going to sit back here and play the lives. They could give up the B zone for all they care. Royal, though, not going to allow that to happen. 5 seconds to go. You're going to have to sprint towards it. Last-ditch effort here for the side of KAOS, and it is falling apart. G-Drix finds number 39. You had almost 240 bombs for the side of Galaxy. You had a 39 and a 40, and holy crap, Galaxy, after getting 100 point clubbed, are you kidding me? Like, are we watching this?
Crazy performance.
I can't believe I'm watching this. Like, genuinely, you don't ever see one player, I believe that is gonna leave a little early there from that, doesn't want to get included on that scoreboard, but like you said, this is just crazy. Insanity. You get 100 point club and you come back and win the next 2. KAOS, man, you've got to figure something out. You've got to get whatever you had in map 1. I don't know what it was. Maybe a different server, different ping, something. This does not look like the same team we saw.
Yeah, I mean, now with that win, Galaxy, even if they're not able to bring this next hardpoint to, to the bank, they have a red card S&D. I mean, after the last Hacienda and Red Card are 2 of the maps that end up being a little bit more on the strategic end. I know Red Card can sometimes end up being a bang out, but I mean, that can be any S&D map if you try hard enough. But given that, I mean, 4 to go. With how KAOS has been playing, I mean, they lost on a respawn just now. I can't imagine that they're a shoo-in for this hardpoint at this point in the series.
Yeah, this is definitely, I would not count Galaxy out here. Just like I said, don't count them out. Royal double off the start. G-Drix with 1. Royal last up should be able to at least finesse his life and get some points here early here for the side of Galaxy. Good break off here from them. But P2 spawns still sit in favor of KAOS, and there's 3 in the feed for them. They've got it locked down for now. Can they continue to hold this?
A great early start from Suni is exactly what you're hoping to see if you're a KAOS fan. He's been a little quiet in these last couple maps, but if he comes to life, and KAOS could be cooking again. Blue Gatorade still being the man assigned to hold down these P2 spawns, but they do see Doom 6 and Ascent spawning out back there, so it's going to have to be a break on a P2 from KAOS as they are going to get the rest of the P1 scrap. Now looking to make their way over. Doom 6, you've got to stay alive back here to try to hold on. Does find the 1. G-Drix able to find 1 as well. Blue Gatorade will find 1 trade back. Apologies. No, that's Logano. Now on a 4 streak. Looking for more. Into the point they go. And down they fall. Galaxy looking to close up that slight deficit they're still at as Ascent. Will find the 1, but they leave the player out. They aren't able to maintain back spawns. Logano finds 2. Looking for more. Blue Gatorade able to continue taking names. Logano with 3 on the break. And KAOS, they're poised to take the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're poised, but back spawns in favor now of Galaxy. The spawns have been so mixy on this P2. It is going to be really just the gunfights winning it for the side of KAOS. They're going to hold on to this point for now. Get the last couple of seconds. As I say that, Royal able to spawn in and get the backside. Rotations now on to this next point as it is going to be basically knotted up here. Going to be about 35-34. Going to be the scoreline going into P number 3. KAOS, good early hold here towards P3. They have Artside, but you see number 8 on a route. Could cause some issues. Ascent here, looping through the back side, trying to get these spawns, trying to get Artside locked down. He's looking for the players. Gonna get caught there. Awkward timing, but 3 down, and the spawns actually flip. KAOS now in split spawns, actually. You see kind of 3 gonna spawn up in the back of Art. There's the spawns fully spawning out. Galaxy in control here of P4 spawns. They just need to hold these for the next 30 seconds.
Drix, huge gunfight. Like sub from that angle. Royal and Ascent going to continue to wreak havoc, and that's going to be the P4 spawns ready, locked, and loaded for Galaxy. It's going to be a little bit of a break here at the end from KAOS. They'll keep it gray. They do have a chance to hop on, but no one really in the position to right now. Ascent does spawn over there, so there goes the scrap. But KAOS, they're in a lot of danger. They're in a bad spot to hit this P4 from. They don't have art. They don't have anything going, but they still win one fight. Markel able to grab one, but there go two down. Logano and Blue Gatorade are ripped off, but Markel single-handedly finds a good amount of the break by himself. Logano able to maintain that with another good kill, but Doom6 by himself gets two, and he'll maintain Galaxy's control for now. He'll get ripped off, for the rest of his team doing well on the sidelines, so Logano will fall. Markel, the last one, at least close here, needs to stay up at least a little bit longer, but Suni, great kill there. Markel still looking for more from the side. It's going to have to be the full break, and is from KAOS. They'll be able to right that deficit. It's a matter of how much of this can they continue to get for the rest of the scrap.
Tell you what, the kills are favoring KAOS, but I love what Galaxy's doing on the map. I think I said it in map 1, they position themselves very, very well. They play disciplined, play smart. I love what I'm seeing. KAOS just outslaying them a bit here. 16 and 11 out of Logano here. Great performance here on map number 4. And this is going to lead to just an ever so slight lead, 9-point lead for the side of KAOS. They're looking to extend it here on P1. Good early kills here for them. They've got the map presence, forcing an awkward split spawn for Galaxy. They look to break back in. This P1 time starting to add up quite a bit, almost a 20-point lead now for KAOS. This is going to really start to build up throughout a game if they're able to tie this much into P1. As I say that, Galaxy with a nice break here. Doom6 tries to clutch up. Royal is able to. Should be at least some P1 time for the side of Galaxy as they look for the P2 spawns. Really great stuff here out of KAOS. They've got good presence. The spawns do flip out, though. They're going to have to read this. They do read it. There's the kills. They've got 2 more to find. And they track down these players in the back. Big gunfight here. It's Royal with a double.
Royal. What a clutch up from Royal. Saves his teammate as well. That's going to single-handedly get 2 P2 spawns on board. And the rest of the spawning players are able to get a little bit of time there on P1. KAOS about to get 100 points. Will be denied for now, but they're still in position. A decent amount of space to work with on this break. There go the kills. As Markel and Suni, 2 strong in the feed, still looking for more. Doom6 gets ripped off of it, though, once again. It's down to Royal and Drix. And they're on the outside looking in. Get KAOS. They find a great break, and they have some good time on the board now. They need to hold on, though.
Yeah, this is great time. They've got about a 30-point lead. They got 3 down now. What can they do? They do have the back spawns. Should be able to reinforce this. Can they re-break this? Doom6 with 1. He's trying to lock down the back palms here. He's got a big gunfight here that looks like a wrap here, though, from the side of KAOS. Will it work out? It does not. They go 4 down in the feed. One last player is up. They're going to be able to find the kills, and the spawns do aid that quite a bit. You can see how deep they're forcing Galaxy to spawn. Going to be nearly a 30-point lead for the side of KAOS as they head into this P3 rotation. Doom6 looking for it. Can't win it there. That's a big win. KAOS now going to start to slowly tick away here on P number 3, getting some great time here off the rip. They are forcing Galaxy to have awkward spawns once again. We've seen this a couple of times. These split spawns have led to KAOS really seeking or reaping the benefits from this. Can they lock it down? 34, or wow, can't even count. 40-point lead for the side of KAOS here on P number 3. Suni keeping it going. Actually, sorry, that's Blue Gatorade. Gonna keep it going through mid-map. Gets gunned as I say that. It's Galaxy now trying to look for the break of the spawns. Number 5, Royal on a route.
Yeah, not a fan of KAOS's overindulgence towards the seaside. I mean, sure, you get about 13 seconds of scrap, and that's nothing to shake a stick at, but these P4 spawns are such a big deal. And there's the punish. Drix and Royal will find 2. There goes Blue Gatorade. Apologies, no Logano. And there it goes Suni as well. They get a couple to flip it right back, so the transgressions will go unpunished for now. But Galaxy in position to try to get a fast break going. Will find that first gunfight win. It's unable to grab one there on the Markel, but Doom6 gets a great kill even there. As still under contention is this P4. This last fight on the hill is Royals to claim, and a huge set of gunfights from Galaxy will continue to get them control of this P4. It was a little dicey there for a moment, but they now are on the fast track to getting back even in this map.
Yeah, they've got an awkward hold here, though. You can see just the players kind of hitting from every angle. Surround art. It's going to be a break from KAOS. They're going to be able to lock down at least 10 to 15 seconds here. It looks like they should get this last 15. We're going to head back to P1 with just about 40 points between these two teams. Really great stuff here out of KAOS on the back half of that P4, able to break 30 and 18 already out of Logano with still 100 points to victory for the side of KAOS. Gunfights going back and forth here on P1. It's G-Drix looking for it, trying to find another pistol out, can't quite find the kill. And it is going to be just a absolute slaughter fest here on P1. Back and forth we go. No one getting points off this. Finally, it is going to be Galaxy breaking on. They're going to find 3 down there and able to at least get onto this point and try to cut into this 40-point deficit.
Yeah, that is a good start. It was last time KAOS that had a great look on a P1, but now Markel, great opening kill. Ascent will pull 2 back to the side of Galaxy, but he's the only one left standing, so the break does come through. He's just there to hold the spawns for now. Will try to get a gunfight win. Suni, apologies, no, I believe it's Blue Gatorade to find that one, but it will be the spawns still towards P2. KAOS, again, get a good amount of time on a P1. They aren't able to claim the ultimate prize. They're going to have to find the break once more, and 4 strong is Galaxy. Laying in wait, it's Royal, the first part of the blender to find. Down go 2, traded by Markel. As Ascent does get caught out. Markel, can he confirm the kill? No, waits for his teammates, rightfully so. The Blue Gator are able to find that one. Now it's all down to Doom6. You have to find something towards the back, and he finds the both. Down to Suni it is now for KAOS. Needs to try to at least hold this. Gray finds one, but it's not enough. As Ascent on hill time, he will get a great chunk of change here for Galaxy. This lead is evaporating.
Yeah, I think I've said it once. I'll say it again. Probably said it about 3 times now. Galaxy knows what they're doing on the map, man. They just know where they need to be. Big double kill. Blue Gatorade looking for the 3rd here. He's tagged up. Should be able to get help from his team for this break on the last 15. See, KAOS just not going to let this up here. They want to contest this last 15 and avoid giving up the lead. They do just that. They're able to at least leave it gray as we head towards P3. Still a slight advantage, about 20 points between these two teams. Can KAOS capitalize like they have previously on P number 3? They've had some great holds. Early kills going their way here. G-Drix is tagged up. But there goes Royal. He's on a route here. Down through Vault. 2 down. Royal locking down a Vault. Should be able to find one. Does find one. Looking for another Royal. Looking for a 3rd here. He is ego channeling everything. He is everywhere on this map. He is 33 and 29 everything for the side of Galaxy. They are locking this down.
They know there's one from KAOS top art. That's a huge stun check from Royal. Even with just that knowledge, they sent one on a route. Still not able to find the fight as Markel maintains art control. Still looking for more towards the point. Blue Gatorade going to get taken down. Drix and Royal, the beneficiaries for the side of Galaxy. But still, that lead ever looming. We could potentially see a timeout. Only a minute 11 on the clock. That would be a crazy way to end this one, but even still, P4 spawns more than in the hands of KAOS. It's going to have to be a fight for every inch from Galaxy, and that's not a great start. Down goes Royal. That's been the player that's been lights out for you so far. Down goes Doom6 as well. What a turnaround from Suni. What is that? That's one way to keep control of art, and now it's coming all up KAOS. They need to keep winning these fights, and they do exactly that. Another 4 dead. And they can win on this hill. It's going to have to be a break from Galaxy, and it's going to have to be soon.
Yeah, they've got to find something. This is quickly growing. About a 30-point difference now. It's down to just about 3 or 4 points, and it's not going to matter. Suni on a tear here. Looking like it is all KAOS here. Markel just going to play his life here smartly. He's 32 and 27. Tied up there with Suni. Blue Gatorade with a triple. Or not Blue Gatorade. Who is that? Suni? Who is Blue Gatorade in the kill feed?
It's always one higher than it says in the kill feed. It's all right.
Okay, we got it. Logano, 47. Oh, man. I tell you what, it's like you're sitting there, you're like, what a play. And you're like, a guy's on the other side of the map. All right. All right, man. Codcaster. And I tell you what, KAOS is the most confusing team I think we've ever watched. Like, what is this? Like, it's so...
That was a crazy ending. I mean, they locked in for the last 2 hills. Credit to them. I mean, they did it when they needed to, but KAOS And now heading into a map 5 red card S&D. That's got to feel like a pretty tough situation for you.
Yeah, that's crazy. 47 there from Logano. I mean, that's I can't with this KAOS team. I don't know what to think. I write them off there. I say KAOS just can't play Team COD. Then they do it. Then they turn around and do it. I mean, the last 2 minutes of that game, they just lock in like we saw in map 1. It's just a little bit of inconsistencies, some growing pains with the new rosters, new additions. They look like the better team. Galaxy, man, they're fighting. I love what I see.
I feel like they look like the better players, but Galaxy looks like the better team so far.
Definitely.
I mean, as a unit, I think Galaxy's been playing well. I mean, that's what they didn't have on map 1. I mean, it's kind of hard to have a big, presence as a unit on a map like Skyline Hardpoint. I mean, it's a lot of bangouts and a lot of gunfights, and I think that's something that Galaxy would even admit, that they're a little bit of a step behind, but they really woke up in the latter half of this series. I mean, obviously dropping that map there, not what they were hoping for, but now they're heading into an S&D. I mean, they won the last one. This is more than in their wheelhouse. It's another map, very large, very similar to how they took previously. So this one truly could go either way.
Yeah, this definitely could go either way. I love the ARs out of Galaxy so far. G-Jerks has really turned up here. I'm excited to see what he can do. Doom6 also had some crazy plays. Gonna be an B hit. Can't read. B hit here from KAOS Galaxy. Gonna be here to defend. They got 3 players here. They've read this
Royal
absolutely perfectly.
Look at Royal. That gunfight in the spawn is so important, and Markel wins it. Now, not having to worry about the knife in the back, G-Jerk's able to grab one before getting traded. Doom6 finds the untraded kill that brings us back to now even to a 2-on-2. Ascent gonna get another one there. Down to a 1v2. It's Markel. Would have to be 3 on the round for him. As Galaxy,
Markel,
it's Doom6 and Ascent in a prime position.
Yeah, that was a great read out of Markel to get the flank, but we saw Galaxy perfectly read it. They stacked 3 to B site. That was a great rotation out of them, and now Markel trying to find some tags, has a couple of good shots there, but the bomb is down here in a bad spot. 30 seconds on the round. He's going to have to fly, get some crazy gunfight wins here if he wants to stand any chance at this round. Here he goes, a chance to at least give it a shot. Sent, though, early tags into him. That should basically seal the round. Markel going to have to win 2 crazy gunfights here. If you are the side of Galaxy, you just got to play the timeout or find the kill. That works. Ascent able to find it. And great stuff out of Galaxy. What a read, though, out of them. They're able to just stack 3 onto the B site, find the kills, and win the round there. Great stuff out of them. KAOS, a good attempt there. A crazy read on the flank to avoid that, but not going to matter in the end. KAOS going to lose round 1. Galaxy looking to ice up here on the search once again.
Yeah, it's a tough opener, but one they're going to have to deal with for the side of KAOS. Now a chance to set the pace a little more on how aggressively they want to deal with Galaxy's offensive. I mean, Galaxy, it feels like they probably want to just spread out. I mean, just chill for a little bit. I feel like KAOS may try to over-adjust, get a little bit too aggressive. If they can catch that, then the round gets much easier. But towards mid, big fight. It's Royal trying to find that kill on Asuni. Can't do it, but doesn't die himself critically. I mean, that's a big upside for Galaxy, as they're able to keep 4 up, and now they start to chip away around the map, and they're just going to get angles slowly. They're just working it so slow, so systematic. And this is what you love to see.
Bomb is, though. Look at this play. This bomb is completely isolated right now. If Ascent gets picked, this bomb is basically round over.
Yeah, that's the only thing so far. I don't like how far away Doom6 still is. Still holding the option for an A rotate late in the round if they don't think B is going to work out. But if the first one to go in is the bomb, then it's going to be a little too late. Blue Gatorade would grab one. Royal with the trade there, but Markel gets the icebreaker to get the true numbers advantage in the hands of KAOS. Timer ticking down, and they've got to fly towards this B side. The question is, how much weight in their way? Ascent, though, huge gunfight win to get us going still. Down to the 2v2 in the timer on KAOS' side. What a shot from Doom6. Traded back by Markel. It's Markel against Ascent, looking for the kill, but Markel, how is that a gunfight win at that stage of the fight? KAOS tie us up at 1.
That's a huge win there. You needed that. You absolutely needed that. Could not afford to drop that one. Markel able to clutch up there on the side of KAOS, tie us back up if you lose that, you're going down 2-0 quick, and that was just genuinely not what you could afford to do. Great stuff out of KAOS, though. Again, we saw them lose a couple of rounds where they had the man advantage in the last S&D. They look great. They are able to capitalize on it. They take round number 2 now back onto the attacking side they go. If we can get a crazy read again from Galaxy, they perfectly played the last round. Going to be another B hit. We'll see if they read this. Going to be a 2-2 split to start. So if Galaxy does not reinforce this quick, it's going to be man advantage for KAOS at least onto this hit. Looks like they've read it, though. Here come the reinforcements. Diedrichs with 1 traded, 3v3 here, even gunfight. All 6 players piled in here towards this B site. This is going to be an absolute bang out here. Oh, what a nade.
Way. What a nade. Markel able to equalize the opportunity, is now a 3v2 and a set tagged up. He's going to get taken down. Doom6, the last one remaining, will have to clutch up in the 1v2. Has one on the round already. This bomb plant does still need to come down. The timer, though, still more than plentiful for KAOS to get that done. And now Doom6 tagged up. Can't afford to chow out. Galaxy. Not a fan of the chow in here from KAOS. I'd love to see them flip the script to the timer as Doom6 will finally have the clock put against him as that plant concludes. Still chelling out aggressively. He finds the first. No bullets into him as well, but still. Blue Gatorade nearly able to clutch that one up. This time, the 1vx's will go KAOS's way.
Yeah, KAOS showing a little bit more discipline here with the numbers when they get them. The last time around, they just were not able to capitalize. Now they're doing that. That could be the difference here in this search. Obviously, it's the difference so far as they take a 2-1 lead here on the red card. Search and Destroy Game 5. What a banger of a series this has been to this point. KAOS trying to close this out. They've won both hard points. If you are the side of Galaxy, you're trying to get a little Nesla win here with the 2-3-5.
Yeah, still, it's going to be a chance for Galaxy to set the pace towards this A side. The first time we've seen a team do that. A couple grenades, not finding much. As in comes the play. Galaxy, let's see what they've got cooking towards this A side. Their defense has been quite weak over there so far this map. Suni with this overlook. Not holding it super aggressively, just holding for space. It feels like KAOS are willing to let this play go down if they get numbers, but they can't get it. Markel going to be the first one to fall. He's been the one to find a lot so far this map for KAOS, so that's going to be tough come retake time. Suni able to equalize the numbers at 3 apiece, though, and the bomb still not down.
Yeah, this is really a slow approach from Galaxy. They're trying to not give anything up there. You see Royal gets picked out there. Maybe kind of slows down this push. They get a little more cautious. Blue Gatorade might get a crazy timing here onto the bomb if he checks it. He might be able to time this up to get a scent. He's going to spot him on the plant. Does see the player on stage. It's going to force him to back off. Bomb will get down. 3 versus 3 retake is on here for KAOS. Great stuff here out of Galaxy. A set is cut off. He's going to get picked. Blue Gatorade finds one. It's all on to Diedrichs now. He is way too close up. Unfortunately, he is just going to get isolated and gunned. 6-2 start out of Blue Gatorade. He's going to find, I believe, 3 on that round and is on a 4 streak here. That is a huge round out of Blue Gatorade here, repping the Surge. Love the gun skin there. And this is a great spot to be in if you are KAOS.
Yeah, I mean, they had a little bit of a stranglehold on the first S&D, so let's not count it too early, but KAOS still definitely in a great spot, especially the way they've been winning these rounds. I mean, a couple of them have come down to the clutch, come down to the 1v1, but the last couple have been much more methodical, and that's what you love to see as KAOS. That's the thing that's been biting them. It's that time when they come down to the clutch. Blue Gatorade, though, he's been exactly that. He's already got a car on board looking to be, I mean, most of the way to a Hellstorm, so that could come into play soon if they're not careful for the side of Galaxy.
Yeah, they definitely got to shut him down here, or this is going to get ugly. Royal here on the stage needs to make something happen. He's going to get spotted. This is a really bad spot to be in now. Ascent still locking down B. I don't understand why he took that long to rotate. I mean, all of his players were getting tagged up. Still, though, not going to matter. 3v3 Doom6 with a nice pick. Going to be a 3v3 KAOS trying to get this bomb down. They're working towards the plant. They should be able to do it just here. Blue Gatorade going to put that down. He's going to get points for that. So it puts him ever closer to that missile He's going to find a pick as well. Or sorry, no, that's not him. Logano finds the pick there. This should be a chance for Blue Gatorade to extend this streak and get those missiles and also put KAOS up 4-1. Doom 6 trying to play spoiler here onto the site. He goes looking for it, gets picked there. I believe that was Markel with that. Now it is all on to Ascent here. Spotted out. Blue Gatorade finds 5 there. I believe now just 1 kill or a plant or defuse off of the missiles. They are not going to really come into play, though, if KAOS continue to look like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic from KAOS on a map 5. It was a little shaky on the way here, but they have got the ice now. They've got the ability to lock in, as that's going to be a tough hill to swallow for Galaxy. They've got to come back 3 rounds in a row to draw level. This feels like a must-win round if you're Galaxy.
Yeah, you can't go down 5-1. If he gets the missiles here, this is basically over. And it's just going to be tough. You have to make a hit. Looks like the call is going to be B. Galaxy looking to switch it up.
Yeah, they're hitting into Blue Gatorade here. That's a scary prospect. I mean, even if you lose the round, KAOS, if you get the missiles online, that it makes an offense round so easy. Blue Gatorade playing a little bit safer than normal, trying to get exactly that online. Royal trying to go through, can't get anything going. There's the missiles, and there's even more. That feels like game as KAOS get everything online.
Yeah, this is, I know we have another team called Unreal Nightmare, but this is the nightmare scenario. If you are the side of Galaxy, you looked great on the first search. I'm going to be honest, though, as good as they looked like clutching up those rounds, I think you described it perfectly after map 2. KAOS lost that map 2. Like, they lost that map more than Galaxy won it. And it's showing here on map number 5. 9-2 out of Blue Gatorade, 7-3 out of Markel. He's got some ice here in game number 5. You have the missiles, you have the car. I believe one other player, Markel, might have a car too. You can basically do what you want, and it looks like they're just going to say, screw it. B has worked at this point. Let's just hit it again. The guns are winning. This is a really tight engagement for the side of Galaxy. They're going to have to clutch up here to extend this game 5. Ascent does find the first blood there. A nice pick from him on to Suni. Logano, though, also in a bad spot. Blue Gator does get picked there, so now a 4 versus 2 in Galaxy. Gonna probably extend this game. I'm gonna say probably. I don't want to like guarantee it and then something crazy happens. But the bomb's down.
There's been plenty of crazy things this series.
Yeah, this bomb's in a bad spot too. This is not gonna be easy to win. Markel goes for it. Logano here with him. Ants. Not gonna happen. Markel does find one.
Still doesn't have the RC car from this life and will get taken down before getting there. Had one from the last life, in which they also got 4. So some pretty good performances across the board. But Galaxy, they're able to find that one. I mean, the issue here for Galaxy is you literally can't hit outside towards that A side while missiles are up. It's just impossible. I mean, you are going to lose 1 to 2 members to those missiles. And I mean, KAOS, at least in the map 5, have been able to pretty consistently convert off of a numbers advantage. So that should be a big piece towards this round as Galaxy with another round that they need to win. I mean, they're all must-win rounds from here on out for Galaxy, but this one especially, if they can get the missiles down, then it starts to come into the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see the A hit. I'm not sure. They should know that he has missiles. If you are Blue Gatorade, you just kind of play your life. You're going to call in the missiles any second now, you'd expect, especially with this A hit. You've got multiple players exposed. Here comes the hit from Royal. He's got an awkward gunfight here. Suni looking to take him down. Not able to find the shots, though. Royal, he's alive somehow. I have no idea how there wasn't a kill there either way. They're going to play a little kind of peekaboo there on the, as I say that, on the elevator. Suni finds one, Markel finds one, and it's quickly a 4v2. They've got the bomb down in a terrible spot. The car ready to go. Markel with his 10th, he's up to double digits, and he basically just called the game. Ascent does get one there, 1v3. You've got 2 cars and missiles to work with here. The bomb is down. This is over. If you are the side of Galaxy, you are praying for a miracle. Well, they're giving him the ones, and there it is.
Yeah. I mean, a pretty textbook map 5 out of KAOS. A little bit of a rocky series, but they'll be the ones to come out on top regardless. Galaxy, though, they had some great maps under their belt. I mean, even just taking maps off of KAOS wasn't exactly expected. I mean, you had the one map that it felt like KAOS really lost instead of you winning, but you did have the control that, I mean, was a great map out of Galaxy.
Yeah, hey, 11-4 out of Marquette. He's got some ice. Game 5, everything on the line. That's a win. KAOS, man. I mean, dude, they look like a force. The Gunnies look great. They look like a great team. It's got to clean up some of those plays. I think you saw it on Control. You saw it on Search. They were in control of rounds, could not convert. They can work on that, polish that up, man. They're a top 3 team, no doubt, in the U18 COD League.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's where they ended up at the end of the previous cup, and that's what they're going to look to do into the next one. But that'll be for this weekend. Be sure to stay tuned. Drop a follow if you want to catch any more U18 action. With that being said, I don't think we've got much left for all of you. Coach DK, any final remarks before we get this all wrapped up?
I mean, first of all, banger of a series. So shout out to both teams. That was great to watch. Huge shout out to our production crew. I know we got Zane. We got Elixir up in here. I want to give a huge shout out to them. We couldn't do what we do without them. So huge shout out to them helping put this on. Graph, I know a lot of the time you're behind the scenes. It was a blast to cats with you. So banger series. Always fun to come on to the U18 channel and cast. Hope everyone enjoyed a great matchup here on this fine Tuesday. Stay dry. I know it's been a little bit wet around here for